Is the 3-3-5 defense back?
I said, Farles, what if I told you? What if I said I can give you a 3-man edge heat out of any play from the formation, left side, right side, let me know. That's how S. Gibbs got his groove back, the 3-3-5 wide. Let's take a look at it. What I like about this is you can get pressure off of either edge, sending 3 guys or more if you want, and you can get pressure off both edges from any play in this whole entire formation. And my favorite thing about it, you can generate that same pressure at a 2-man under, and you don't have to bring the safeties up to blitz them. That's the key. That is the key, okay? So let's start with the play I like to come out in. It's the base play that I use from this because it's great coverage, the Sam Will Blitz. So first and foremost, one thing I want to talk about is going over your settings. Make sure you don't have auto flip on. So you don't want to have auto flip on. It's not imperative, but you just want to always make sure you have the same look before the snap. You don't want the slot corner to go left to right. You need them to be in the same spot every time. So in this case, I like to base align and to press. Now, the base setup out of this I like is to just play all-out coverage. So what I actually do, because I want them to get into the habit of coverage. So I drop all the safety or the linebackers. I drop them into hook zone. So it's RB and then up on the right stick, and then I like to pinch the defensive line and then crash it down, and then I user the middle linebacker here.
Okay.
So what I like about it is you got 3 hooks. You got a user. You're going to get one-on-one pass rush with the interior lineman, and then you have the seam flats. They actually play the match man depending on the formation.
So you leave those.
I like that because it's like you're cross-manning, but it's specific to the formation, right? If they're in a trip set, they're not going to do that, right? And then you can. What I also like about it is you can quickly Mabel. You can quickly get into a Mabel from this set, right? So that's what's good about it because with both hooks on the side, you have the resources to get into a quick Mabel. So snap of the ball. This is just all-out coverage. We're not trying to bring pressure here.
Okay.
So you get the one-on-ones, the block sheds, everybody. It's really good. It's a good all-out style coverage. Gets in the flow of the game. As a run defense, what I'll typically do is I won't base a line. I'll just press, and then I'll bring this linebacker over. I bring the safety over a little bit, and then I actually will do the same thing. I'll bring the safety up. I'll use the safety, and then I hook zone guys. But then I have all the guys in the box, and I use the safety, and I just kind of get up in the belly of the defense.
Gotcha.
Making a play. So now, to show the blitz. So here's the setup for the first blitz. Now remember, this is any play, but this is the starting point that I like to do. So I base a line. I press. I shift the defensive line to the right. Okay. Now in game, you want to do this. You want it quick because you need to make sure it'll work in practice. But see this defensive lineman. See how he's about like 1 step to the left. And he's like in game, look at the D tackle over here, Edwards here. See where his hip is? See how he's a little more inside compared to this defender here?
Yep.
So when you do it in game, he'll actually kind of be over there a little bit more. But it's okay. It's okay if he's here, but I just find it'll work a little bit better when he's a little wider out, right?
Okay.
So then the next thing to do here is to crash your line out. Okay? Then to quickly... to save myself a button press, I could go and click on to Irvin and put him in a hook zone. But to save myself a button press, I actually will zone all linebackers, and then I quickly global blitz the right outside of the screen linebacker on the right side. Then from there, I will cross-man this defender. I'll put him on a spy. I'll do whatever. And then same thing with Irvin. Maybe I'll leave him on a hook. Maybe I'll cross-man him. It just kind of depends what I'm anticipating. Now, to get the pressure, you have to hover. You hover over the center right here. You hang on them. You get there.
Up in the belly of the beast?
You get in the belly of the clam right here.
Ready?
Snap of the ball. I hang, and we get clean. I'm talking clean, Farles. We're
Clean
talking
3-man?
We're talking OxyClean. That is an OxyClean
All right,
blitz.
let's review this. Auto flip off.
Take it off.
Get your guy away from. You want to blitz from the side the halfback is not on.
Very important. We're going to get to that. That's muy importante.
You base a line.
Yes.
You press. You shift the D-line right. And then you global your linebackers into hooks.
Force speed. Do you truly understand why I'm doing it?
Yes. Makes sense.
Because it's going to take me longer to go
yeah.
RB and up. where if I just global blitz, and I'm good. That's why I'm doing it.
Yes, so then global your zones, and then global blitz your right backer.
Right.
Then you can either cross man, spy, hook your two guys on the left if you want. Then you hover.
Now, in this case, you still have it's okay to play with the seam flats because I have 2 hooks. Now, where it's not okay to do that is if I were to take this guy and cross man him, it's a really bad idea to not do seam flats because now you're going to have everybody manned up and it's like you're playing man coverage. So now you don't really have zones on the field because if the seam flats play match man, now you have 4 guys in man and then 3 deep zones. That's really bad. So what I'll do is I'll put them hard flats or I'll put them in cloud flats.
Yes.
It's a conscious thing you have to be aware of to improve the defense. Like, you don't want to be in those seam flats and have 4 guys manned up. It's just a bad proposition.
And you can do that by pressing Y, then down on the right stick, and then Y and up on the right stick to get into cloud flats. That's how I personally play this coverage.
Right.
I get rid of the seam flats for the most part, unless it's a balanced set. Not if it's trips. I'll usually do cloud flats with this cover 3. Yes. So ready?
Wait, don't snap it. The last tip, remember, what's the most important part about the blitz, Farles? What do you do with the user defender?
Hover. Stand in front of 61. Get up in there.
You're committing to it.
Get up in there.
You're not going to bail.
You gotta hover.
You're committing to being the belly of the clam here.
Ready?
Yeah. Go. And it's just, I just call it the OxyClean because it is so quick. It's so clean. It's just ferocious. Now, Farles, what if I told you flip the play because you're gonna keep a halfback on that side. You're gonna pick up the blitz.
Yeah, I've had enough of that one.
I've had enough of it. All right, here we go. We're gonna base a line. We're gonna press. We're gonna shift the line to the right.
Still shifting to the right. Still shifting to the right.
Make everything look symmetrical.
I can get behind that.
What's been my MO for a decade?
Left, right.
Left, right, same, everything. It's just happened a little bit later this year because that's just what things are nowadays. But, Farles, here we go. We crash the line out, right? We global our linebackers. We blitz our linebacker up the left edge. We hit YY.
Don't even have to slide him out?
No. We hit YY and we blitz the left slot corner as well.
Okay.
We then cross man the weak side defenders. And we get into the belly of the defense.
So hover just means stand in front of the center.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
Until he stares at you, and then once your guy gets in, you can run backwards.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Go. The belly of the defense. We're coming off the edge, screaming 3-man from any play from the formation. So, Farles, now you've had a taste of my cover 3. It's not even the best part of the whole scheme.
Do that again because that was a little more intensive. But the same, I get it. Base a line, press. Shift the line to the right. Fast setup. He just proved you could set it up fast. Then you global blitz the left guy. You press YY to blitz the number 50 on the outside with the right stick down. And then you cross man the right side of the line, and then you hover with the guy.
So, one thing I'm going to get to deeper moments here of what this formation is.
And I would flip it because I would like the halfback down on that side.
So, yes. So, see how clean that is.
Yeah.
So, first of all, what I didn't want you to snap it is this. Because the first thing I know someone's going to say on YouTube or in the chat, someone's going to go, they're going to say this, they're going to go,
Can't set this up in time.
I would throw it to the left flat. It's wide open.
well, yeah, I'm well aware it's wide open. It's situational. Like, if you're dinking and dunking me on left flat, like, I'm going to go to cover 2. But this is a great, like, 3rd and 15 setup right here where they're going to have to block him. I'll just go over here. I'm going to scream at you. And then, okay, 4th and 8, right? 3-man, clean, OxyClean, either edge. That's what I just showed you. Now, my favorite part of this defense. What's the best way to just dial up the heat, Farles?
Send it both ways, Gibbs.
Send it both ways.
Send it both ways.
Not both ways. One of the best ways to just generate absolute gas on your opponent.
Send 6.
Yep, do it from cover 2 man, Farles. So the one thing I will say about this is it's not the best against trip sets because you can see the alignment. But what you have to do is you get crossman. In the way that the game plays, the way people's schemes are, this actually works well against like the gun snugs, the gun tights of the world. But their routes are going to run right to left. So I find, even though this looks really dangerous, I find that like you're going to lock them down on the outsides. And then when they run the crossing patterns, you're going to have the pressure is going to already be there and who they're going to throw to. So snap of the ball. I mean, okay, that time he got over, but you can see even the vertical got defended against. So that's the true strength of this defense is the fact that you can send it here.
So this is cover 2 man.
Cover 2 man.
Base align, press.
If you just press 2, you can have that linebacker over there. But then there's a tell. That's one thing I don't like about it. There'd be a tell, and so just keep that in mind. And then you'd have to man it up like this. Like you'd have to man up the halfback like that.
Because why would there be a tell? Because the guy would stay over there.
Because the slot corner on the left goes from left to right, so they would know him in man. And it's all preference. If you don't care, if you're like, yeah, okay, man, I don't really
Well, if you're playing somebody poor who wouldn't notice.
Right, so belly the defense, cover 2 man.
So this is hover, right?
This is hover.
You're taking the user, you stand in front of the center,
Hover.
and he can't block somebody else because he thinks he has to block you.
Right.
And then once the ball is snapped, you back away. Ready? So hover, 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 run away.
Oh, how good is that?
So that's 2 man under.
2 men under.
Base align.
Yeah.
Press.
Or not baseline, depends.
Or not baseline if you don't want to tell.
You're going to give up your tell.
Press. Shift line to the right.
Yep.
Global blitz the dude on the right.
Yep.
Cross
Now guys
man
manned up.
A because you need to replace the blitzer.
Right.
And then you can
Take
do
a look
that.
at this. What if I told you, Farles, you can hover. What if I told you you have to be really good at it, though? You got to get him close, right?
Yeah.
Got to be really good at this, though, in terms of your placement.
Okay.
See, that's bad. So he's too far away.
Because you could get him to stand there and then you could use
Not
your safety.
stand there, but you got to get him close enough.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you don't even have to hover. Like, I could just do this. Go. That should be a good distance. Snap the ball. See? I'm not technically hovering there.
Yeah.
I'm just close enough. He feels me. He knows I'm there, right? So that's the second part of that. Now, keep in mind, if you want to really dial it up here, what's a really great third and long blitz? Base align, global blitz left, and then I'm gonna blitz off the left edge here. Now, it's absolutely diabolical because the 2 slot guys are open, but if they're gonna run seams, it's 4th and 20. You're gonna lock them on the outside, and then you just gotta get to the middle. I gotta get to the middle and take away like the deep post, like the deep streak to Wilson. So snap it, you block, like you're gonna just gas them.
Right.
You're just gonna gas them. So that's a really good gas 3rd and really long, 4th and really long blitz. And I'll tell you what's really frustrating is their outside reads are really shut down because of the press. Now, the next step to this, you can get creative with this, right? And what I mean by creative is the following. Say they're blitzing the halfback on that side, right?
Yes.
Or I'm sorry, they're going to block the halfback on that side. Here's what I would recommend you do. You're going to send 3 off that edge, right? You're going to then cross man like this. Hold on, sorry. You're going to bring the safety down. You're going to blitz him off the edge.
Gas him up means to send 6.
You're going to blitz him off the edge, and this is how you're going to do it. Now, I know you're blocking the halfback there. I'm going to get in the belly defense. I'm showing you got up top left, but I'm gassing you up off that left edge. So snapping the ball, you're blocking the halfback. I'm gassing you up, bro. Because if the halfback stays in the block, I'm getting 2 free. And now, so you could do that same idea off either edge here, right? So now I want to, okay, you're doing that. I'll bring my safety up. The safety's over there. You're going to be really dangerous in terms of your alignment here, but because like Hill is wide open, I'm just showing you that it is an option. Like this, like you can get 2 free off both edges from this step. So like just expand upon that. Like 2 free is very good. Like right there, you blocked the halfback, and I don't know if you slid, but guys went over. I'm just showing you another way. Generate 2 guys free off an edge, right?
Explain one more time how to cross man. So just give us the first setup, little quick cross man tip.
Baseline, press, shift the line, defensive line to the right, crash it out, global your linebackers,
Into hooks, RB right stick up,
blitz the right of screen linebacker,
RB right stick right.
and then from here, I actually find it quicker because I'm the placement of my user. I click on, and I will man him up. So I click on to the defender, hit A, and then I flick the right stick up, and then the receiver icon that I want to. So I want him on Hill. Same thing with Urban. I hit A, right stick up, A. That's one way to do it. The other way is to LB, X, right stick up, RB. RB, X, right stick up, A. But I find that like with this user where I am, I can quickly get to him quick enough and back and then get there. And,
Right.
and I feel more confident doing that. Just in terms of like, a lot of times if you're on a safety and you have to get to lineman, like it won't work. I put him in a
Gotcha.
hook zone. But so that's that. Now the play that I live in the vast majority from this scheme is actually cover 2. So there's 2 varieties. You have cover 2, you have Tampa 2, and you have cover 2 sink. So it's really up to you.
So let's show this formation one more time. The question was about the 3-3-5. We used it at the start of the year. Now this is a 3-3-5 wide. It's in a ton of playbooks.
Oh, yeah.
It's good run defense. You've got the cover 3 there. We just showed a bunch of blitz setups. And then you've got the cover 2.
Yeah, your run defense is going to be cover 4.
Tampa 2. Yeah, you want to call the cover 2.
The cover 4 will be your run defense. So like on first down, I highly recommend come out in cover 4. And then you global your linebackers, so then you're going to get 2 hooks, right? So that's the idea. Now, cover 2 is the play that I typically play a lot in. And what I like about it is you have 2 varieties. You have a cover 2 sink with squats, and then you have cloud flats as well. So tray open, wide receiver corner play, just everyone's running.
Good play.
So this is the play a lot of times I'll come out and on first down because you have the run fits. So you bring your safeties up a little bit, and then you just have all the guys in the box. And just be able to make plays, right? That's a good thing about it. Now,
there you go.
Yeah, so just what's good is because the safeties are run fits, and Jamal Charles is
does not care. Farrell's run stick. Crib it.
Oh my goodness.
It's a good run.
All right.
I'm like true Farrell's.
So
Farrell's boy.
So next step off of this, the quick audible to the right is your Tampa 2. So Tampa 2 is the same setup, guys. It's base a line, it's press, it's shift the line to the right, it's crash it out, global your linebackers, global the right linebacker, and then you have a cross man. This is actually really good cross man because you have 2 hooks. The beauty of it, guys, is you're sending 3, so you get an extra hook, you get an extra cross, man, and you get extra juicy heat. Here you go. There's the pressure off the edge. It just screams.
Auto flip off.
Yeah, auto flip off.
Send it from the non-halfback side.
And then the beauty of it too is it's just so good in terms of the spicy version, right? So now you block your halfback here, snap of the ball, block your halfback,
bam,
snap of the ball. You think you're good. That time I don't know what happened, but it's just absolute gastric. Wow,
getting mossy with it.
So that's the overall idea of the entire scheme. What I like about it is it's consistent, it's clean, you can get it off either edge, and it's something I've been using and having a lot of success with this past week. I literally found it this past weekend, just messing around. You know what I really went to was I started with this because I remember this old setup, which was this formation. You spread the line and you crashed it out. And then you could global blitz this guy and you could zone him. And I was like, oh, that's really good.
That's where we started, right?
I was like, that's really good.
Why is this that much better? Because it's 3.
Well, it's 3 and you can send it off either edge. The problem was this. Like, I was like, I was doing this and I was like, okay, well, what if I could slide him all the way out and then I blitz him? But, like, I'd be able to get him in free. And, like, what if I hover? Like, and, like, it would kind of work, but not really. So then I would just kind of see how you, like...
Yeah.
So it was good. It was good. So then I just started messing around with line shifts. And then the very first thing I recognized when I shifted my line to the right, and I was like, holy jumping Jehoshaphat's here, the center split. The second I saw the center was split, I was like, okay, this is something to work with here.
So what I find interesting is you crash the line to the right when you want to send it right. My brain was like, oh, we're going to... Well, you crash it out, but you slide him to the right. I was like, we're going to slide to the left when it's time to send this from the left, but you don't. You slide to the right, and you still crash it out. That's what makes the pressure so good, because it's both ways.
It's universal.
It's universal, and you can't tell.
Right, and there's other thing, too, I wanted to say before. Remember that I was like, don't snap the ball. So right here, if you don't want the linebacker here, that's not going to work. Yes, it's good to hover. What's good about the hover is you do the same thing, and then you can use her. But if you can get your linebacker into a spot, like you click him on and just like kind of get him there, you can definitely have the ability to roam here because it'll somewhat do the same thing. So snap of the ball. You see what I'm saying? He can't be all the way back, but like right there, I'm not on him and I'm free to roam. You're not free to roam around the country. So, like, let me just juxtapose that here. Like, if I have Riley here, I don't believe it's gonna work.
Because he's further back.
He's further back. I actually also have theories that like cross manning here helps with the pressure.
Yeah, because he goes over that way.
Yeah, so I'm not on him. Go ahead. See how like they recovered there. So the hover does help a little bit, but you just need him close. Like you don't actually have to do the act of hovering. Like if you play in a sim league, you don't need to.
Can you bluff blitz him?
I don't know. I never tried that, to be honest. Let's try it.
Waco Mike. Ready?
Wait, hold on.
Stick him there.
Go.
That'll do it.
Who said that?
Waco Mike.
How about my guy?
Firing it in. Not Dallas Mike.
Hold on.
What if you can keep him back and bluff?
What if I can do that? What if I
don't
told you,
know
Waco
about
Mike,
that.
Waco
I don't
Mike,
know
don't
about
do it
that.
to me, Mike.
No.
Oh, Waco
good thought.
Mike. Waco Mike. Yeah, but I think if you get him closer and blitz him, I think it'll work. But again, where do I think the real value is in this defense? It's right here. Let me just show you right where it is.
Gibbs, give us play call percentages on what plays you should actually run. So what percent should you run cover 2? What
Cover
percent?
2, you should run cover 2 65% of the time.
Cover 2 and not blitz, or cover 2 and send 3?
Yeah, cover 2 and send 3.
Cover 2, send 3 on either edge 60% of the time, 65?
60% of the time.
How much 2-man under?
2-man under, you should look to call like on third downs because it's a great change of pace. It's going to be the same look, and you want to catch them. You want to catch them. The strength of that cover 2-man is catching them. So I would put it in between like a 5 and 10% of your play calls.
Okay, and then cover 3?
Cover 3 and cover 4 should make up your other.
So like 10% run defense, 10%.
Yeah, and then like 10%. So 10% run D from cover 4, 10% coverage defense, and I think there's like a remaining like 5-10% which should be blitzing from cover 3.
Okay. How often do you send 6?
It's a feel thing. Like if I don't think like it's a really good idea to do it from gun snugs.
Yeah.
Because they're all compressed.
Long yardage.
Long yardage is a great time to do it as well. Yes.
But generally, cover 2, 65%, send 3, mix it up, and you feel pretty good about where you're at.
Yep.
All right. We're about to get into the game of the week here on This Week in Madden.